Heyo everybody, hope you're all doing well. This is actually episode 2 of a series where I let my replays simmer for a bit before I take a look at them with a fresh set of eyes to see what I could be doing to improve at Rocket League. Although I wish I could say that these clips aged like a fine wine and my gameplay holds up well, I think a more fitting analogy would be to say that they've aged like milk, and that I suck. Get out of the corner! But that's why I'm here and you're here, so that we can all learn from my mistakes and pass some knowledge around. So let's jump to it. In case you don't know, I say hey yo, my name's Mattal and this is Review Later. Well, that didn't rhyme. It all starts on Wasteland. In this game, I'm actually playing with a friend named Yuki, who's a great deal of fun to play with. I go for corner boosts to fill up and prepare for the aftermath of kickoff to see what I should do. I get it around the first guy, but Yuki comes in quick to advance the ball, so I hang back a bit on defense. I push up, he steals it, and I'm out. This is an awkward spot for me. I can tell they're going to pass the ball mid, but I'm kind of in a bind. If I tackle the mid player, then the net is open, and if I hang back, then he has a lot of space to work with. It's kind of a no-win. Missed that. This play shouldn't even be a thing, it's so poorly executed. What the? I know for a fact that in my mind, I thought I was contributing and actually faking them in some capacity, but it becomes painfully obvious how little I affected the situation when you watch it back from Orange's perspective. Ooh. Yeah, real scary there, bud. You've mind gamed them so hard that it's on a whole new level. I know it seems as though you had no effect on their lives, but in reality, this is a moment they're gonna have to see a professional for. Dummy! I wouldn't recommend doing this. Next time, just save yourself the embarrassment and back out. Here, I don't have boost to move around, but you don't need too much to make a play. With just a single pad, I was able to block the shot and send it wide for my team. Decent fake here, but I should have committed to backing out completely. I was just kind of chilling in this game, so that's why I'm being a little weird when it comes to staying when I shouldn't. Fortunately, they didn't punish me for this, but I can't always count on the other team to mess up at the same time that I make mistakes. Teammate grabs the mid boost, so I go for back boost to defend since Orange has the ball, and I should have been on this ball sooner. I wait too long hoping that the ball will just bounce in the perfect position, but that leaves me open for an attack. I gotta force it out faster. This is an odd sequence and truly the highlight to a problem I wanted to mention. First of all, the communication was off. Honestly, either one of us could have taken the shot, but I just assumed it would be me because Yuki was coming from corner after fighting for possession, so I thought I'd be in a better position. But luckily, Orange suffers from greedy teammates. The miscommunication came from the fact that I saw Yuki driving to the ball at the last second, but we both backed out. The other problem is my use of ball cam. It probably went unnoticed, but there have already been several missed shots in this match due to my being locked in ball cam and having a messed up perception. I've learned recently that taking ball cam off allows for more consistent touches and accurate shots since the camera doesn't swing trying to follow the ball around. We take those. Of course you can still get good touches while you're in ball cam, but sometimes the ball doesn't end up where you intended to shoot it, like this. Or this. I just felt dumb on this one. It's almost like night and day how much more accurate my shots have become since I started taking ball cam off. I actually hit it. Sick. I feel a lot more consistent, and it's so satisfying when you plan a shot and it actually works out as it's intended. Kinda. I recommend you guys give it a try in free play. You don't even need to be accurate with your shots, just focus on consistency and see how many times you can chain your touches together with follow-ups. Let me know how that works for you down in the comments. Ooh, I definitely felt dumb on that one. Speaking of ball cam, yeah, just leave. Just stop. Just rotate out. I would have gone for the ball, but my teammate was closer to it and I didn't want to double commit, so I back off to shadow, which actually saves a goal. I keep my eye on my teammate and see that he still has possession, so I'm respecting his space and covering more of the field. And with that, he ends up getting a goal. I actually don't know why I didn't shoot this to the corner. We're on the defensive and the corner is one of the safest places because it's hard to land a shot from there, but I kind of wisen up when I take my time and test my odds with a 50. This is an example as to why body language and speed are important for communication and efficiency. I saw my teammate in goal while the ball was in the air, and right now would be a good time for him to go for a couple of reasons. It's falling towards our side, I'm driving down mid to show that I'm rotating to defense, and you can see Orange hit the ball and then back off of it, just giving up possession. The only reason why I turned to jump for this ball is because I thought he would have gone for it sooner, and the fact that he wasn't there yet led me to believe that he was sitting in net to defend, which is a fair assumption since he slowed down to a stop. I wanted to keep pressure, so I turned to make a touch, but Yuki was already up as I started my jump, so I backed off. Touches and plays should be made without hesitation as to minimize miscommunication. I don't even want to blame ball cam on this one, I just whiffed so hard that this demo was well deserved. So the ball is sent to our corner and it's just awkward all around. Here I'm just waiting for touches to see where the ball will go to try and get it clear, but my team is still awkward with its positioning. We both end up committing because it's unclear who should go for what. I should have just faked, pulled out to rotate through mid and get behind Yuki instead of chasing this ball back. I trusted my teammate to take the ball here, so I gave him space but stayed back just in case to defend, which worked well. However, I was so sure that Orange would score this goal that I was a bit confused as to why he threw it to the side, so I did some digging. As it turns out, I was harder to spot than I expected, so he was a bit surprised by my touch. But everything was short-lived because they scored on us anyway, so ignore this bit. Just cut it. Even though Yuki and I were calming this game, I'm pretty sure I was still caught off guard by his fake kickoff since I'm not used to my teammates trying that. Fortunately, Yuki sticks with the ball and Orange knocks possession to me, but I just toss it away by accident and look like an idiot after. Oh my god, stop. This was a serious case of the dumbs and a missed touch. I intended to have the ball land closer to the nose of the car to have it roll up the wall in front of me, but I hit it with this portion of my car instead, so the ball wraps into the corner with little chance to shoot. I wasn't expecting this, so I didn't have a plan for it, and I think the smartest thing I did here was to admit defeat and leave. While we're at it, there's something else to point out as well. Notice here that while I'm in the corner, Yuki is all the way back in the blue half. It's very brief, but something worth talking about. This is the same play from Yuki's POV. A great first touch with a speedy follow-up, but Orange gets to it and knocks it away. The ball is gone and he has 0 boost, so he makes the wise choice of backing out to a more defensive position, but there's an issue. Corner boost is taken and middle hasn't come back yet, so all that's left is the corner boost on our side. Now you can kind of see the problem. We had pressure on Orange's side, but now there's this large gap for them to move around in if they get possession. They do get the ball, but Yuki was smart to not waste his boost while he was supersonic and challenges them. Constantly pressuring the opponent is the best way to get them to make mistakes and leave them open to attacks. After Yuki finishes his play, he could have turned to ride the center line to pick up a few pads along the way to stay in the fight, but his choice wasn't necessarily a bad one. Although it would have been nice to keep the ball in Orange's half, Yuki was quick enough to close the gap and disrupt the play for Orange. As it stands, it was more or less a neutral option. Rocket League is just a series of choices and this just happened to be one of them. This block was non-existent, but the recovery was decent. I don't want to block my teammate, so I let him pass and go to the right side in case he centers it. I look away and it's like a magic trick. I just turn back and now we're tied. Check out the disappointment. I almost had this speed flip. Right here, I'm trying to pay attention to positioning. Yuki is going back for boost. These guys just double committed, so I know that no one is ahead of me. I jump here to stay on the ball to try to pass mid, but no team necessary. All right, pack it up, boys. At this point, I'm just trying to keep the ball in Orange's half to kill the clock. We're up a goal and we don't need to go into overtime. Yuki gets a great clear here, and I'm just hanging back as a goalie to kill the ball if it comes close. But I leave my ball cam on and I knock it up instead of grounding it. So Yuki takes it to try and sneak in one more goal, but it's just short. And that's the end. To sort of cap things off, here are my takeaways. And with that, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and maybe learned a thing or two. I know I did, but I hope it sticks. Before I go, I wanted to mention that the support on my dribble flick tutorial was actually incredible and surpassed my expectations. A lot of time and effort went into that project, and to see it do that well was a huge relief to say the least. All of the gratitude I can muster just now belongs to you guys, and you deserve it. The support for the channel has been astounding, so I want to give back just a little bit with a few shoutouts to people. Yuki, who played this match with me, actually has his own YouTube channel where he uploads Rocket League gameplay, so if that's an interest of yours, I recommend giving him a glance. The other person I wanted to mention is actually my friend Mikey, who goes by WarriorOfShoe. I can't stress enough how nice this guy is, and he's currently streaming his journey through hardcore Minecraft on Twitch. Let me ask you this. Who doesn't love blocks or shoes? Just look at the content you're missing out on.
VTuber, here I come. Do we do an ender chest? We need to farm more ender pearls at the... There's an illager! Wow, wow. That is not good.
This just in, the bananas, the stock price is going up.
You know?
This news, the stock market has crashed, and apes have taken over.
So please go send some love their way, and I will see you all in the next video, whenever that may be. Toodaloos, I've been me, you've been you, and this is the outro. That was a nice flick.